3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Alex Craig, president of the board of directors of the Muddy River Opera.
Yeah, that's
welcome.
Right. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. So when you came in, you mentioned we're not related, but I think everything Muddy River is. Yeah, we're all related in some way, right? Small community.
Sure. Yeah.
So speaking of community, we were talking before we hit go, hit play, but this has been around for a really long time.
Yeah, so Muddy River Opera started in 1989, formally incorporated in 1990.
Okay.
It was started by two local college professors, Mary Jane McCloskey and Mary Ann Scott.
Okay.
And they started it and then ran it until their careers took them elsewhere, and it's just been kind of going ever since.
Now, when did you start with
I
Muddy River?
started... actually, one of my friends was on the board.
Okay.
And so they needed help painting for the set of The Tenderland in 2019.
Cool.
So I actually started just helping paint the sets and then was asked to join the board a few years later and kind of worked my way up. And
here we are today. Well, good.
Yeah.
That's excellent. So I was telling you that really I don't know. I have an appreciation for all music, all talent. But I didn't know a lot about Muddy River Opera other than kind of you're headquartered in Quincy in the mall, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Is that fairly new?
We moved to the mall right before the pandemic.
Okay.
We had a big plan on kind of using that space to do more public performances, and then the pandemic hit and kind of derailed that. So, yeah, we're a few years behind on that plan.
Okay.
But, yep.
But still rolling and still
rolling.
still performing, which I think is really cool. Now, speaking of performing, where do you generally perform? Is it at the Quincy Mall or is it?
We perform all over.
Okay.
Whomever will have us, really.
All right.
at the end of the day.
Excellent.
So our next performance, the one at the end of this week, actually, is La Traviata.
La Traviata.
La Traviata.
I like that
Have you ever
name.
seen Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
It's based on La Traviata.
Is it?
Yep. Exact same story.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
Yeah.
So now, how do you come up with these? Is it just, do you sit down and talk about it?
So our board, we have a lot of local college professors involved in the arts on our board. They are our experts.
Gotcha.
And they help us come up with a short list of operas that they think that we can do as a smaller regional opera company. And then the board votes on them every year, and that decides our programming for the following year.
Excellent. So the one coming up, I'm going to butcher La Traviata.
La Traviata.
La Traviata. Yeah. Okay. So how many performers are in this? I imagine it takes a lot of people to pull it off.
It takes a lot of people to pull it off.
Yeah.
We have we have 4 professional opera singers that we bring in from all over the world.
Okay.
And we pay them to perform it here. And then we get community volunteers to sing in our chorus, our ensemble, our comprimario roles are what they're called. So we try to tie in the community as much as possible, but we still are wanting to showcase the professional grandiosity that is opera.
Yeah.
And so that does require professional talent that we bring in.
That's excellent. Very cool. I learn something new here every day. So La Traviata, where is that performance taking place?
John Wood Community College.
Excellent.
And the Mary Eleanor Auditorium.
Okay. And then typically how long is an opera performance?
Oh man, it varies.
Does it?
Yeah, I saw one at the Lyric last year that was 5 hours
in
Spanish. And
okay.
That was a lot for me.
That's a lot?
This one's a lot shorter. This one is about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
But we have some extra intermissions built in to break it up so people don't lose interest. They get a break.
Get up and stretch your
your feet, go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yep. So this one in total ends up being around 3 hours.
Okay, perfect. And so John Wood, now how do people get tickets if they...
Online.
Okay.
On our website, muddyriveropera.org.
Okay.
Tickets are free.
Oh, they are?
They are free.
Okay.
Last year, our board voted to make all of our programming completely free to the public.
Wow. That's
So
outstanding.
We receive underwriting from business donors, individual donors, grants.
That's going to be my next question.
Yep.
Now, do you have established sponsors for every show, or do you go out and get new ones for each one, or how does that work?
New one for each one, typically. Yeah.
Okay. So you're always looking for sponsors.
Always looking for sponsors.
You hear that? You hear that, Quincy and surrounding areas? Always looking for sponsors?
Always looking for sponsors,
Yeah.
always looking for donors. We accept free will donations at our performances.
Okay.
And we really do appreciate any amount anyone can give.
Yeah, for sure. You're seeing a free show. You can at least give something, right?
Yeah.
And then, so it being at John Wood, concessions?
We
Is
do.
that- Okay.
We do have concessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's always important to me.
Yep.
I got to throw that out there.
Part of
Yeah.
why we have the extra intermissions, too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to keep your blood sugar up, right?
That's right.
Got to get those snacky snacks. Anyway, okay, so say it for me one more time because you say it way better.
La Traviata.
La Traviata.
It means the fallen woman.
The fallen woman.
So just like Pretty Woman,
Yeah.
you have a courtesan type person that falls in love, and then long story short, it doesn't quite work out.
You're right.
Yeah.
But still, lessons are learned,
Yeah.
and you get to listen to some beautiful music.
Some beautiful
right?
music
Yeah.
performed by world-class performers.
That's outstanding.
With a live orchestra.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I may have to make this my first show. So
Absolutely.
what-
So that's part of why we want it to be free.
Yeah.
A lot of people in this region don't have the opportunity to
Right.
experience opera.
Yeah.
So if we remove the hurdle of cost, you really have no excuse.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, one more time. When is the show?
We have an evening show, 7 p.m., June 28th.
Okay.
And then we have a Sunday matinee, 2 p.m., the
Perfect.
30th.
Excellent. La Traviata. Go check it out. Muddy River Opera Company. Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you.
One more time. Is it Muddy River New or MuddyRiverOpera.com?
Org.
.org. Okay.
MuddyRiverOpera.org.
MuddyRiverOpera.org. Go get more information, get your tickets, and show up and experience La Traviata.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you
gonna
so
be
much.
great.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
you
you.
coming in. It was nice
Thanks.
meeting you.
You too.
Coming up next, Don O'Brien and I sit down to talk about Publishers Clearinghouse. Stay tuned.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back. Joining me now, Don O'Brien with the BBB. What's up, DOB?
You tell me. It's a beautiful day out.
It is beautiful. I really thought we were going to get some crazy storms, but I think we kind of missed them today at least. So, but outside of storms, we're talking about another kind of storm, right? It's Publishers Clearinghouse.
yeah.
Wait, I thought that was done.
No, the Publishers Clearinghouse. You remember? Okay, so we're gonna go down a trip down memory
Yeah,
lane.
yeah, yeah.
You
I
remember
love
You
these.
remember the Publishers Clearinghouse? They
Yeah.
would have the advertisements on TV,
Yeah.
and Ed McMahon
Ed
would come
McMahon.
to your house, and they have a big large
Balloons
check.
and a check.
Yeah,
and,
correct. Dick
yeah.
Clark was part of that too back in the day. Now the scammers love to act like they're Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
Because they tailor this scam towards a lot of older Americans who have obviously seen those commercials. So
Sure.
they think, oh my gosh, I've won the Publishers Clearinghouse. Well, to win the Publishers Clearinghouse, you need to enter.
Is it
And if-
legit?
Yeah.
Oh, I always
the
thought it was
Publishers
a whole
Clearinghouse is-
scam.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, the Publishers
okay.
Clearinghouse is
All right.
legitimate. Now, but the scammers love them because they have a great reputation.
Yeah.
So we've been getting, our BBB scam tracker has seen an upsurge and an uptick in reports about Publishers Clearinghouse scams. And I've even gotten some older people here in Quincy in the last 2 or 3 weeks who've called me and saying, I got this letter. It says I've won $2.3 million in a new BMW.
Oh my gosh.
And all I have to do is pay something. Okay. Well, first off, you didn't win because you didn't enter.
You didn't enter. Yeah.
You didn't enter. And then secondly, if you win something,
You don't have to
you
pay
don't
things.
have to pay to win something.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 red flags that stick out. So what the scammers want you to do, and again, this might be something you get through the snail mail.
I was gonna say, is it a
might
mailer?
It might be a text message.
Okay.
They may call you and say, Ashley, you've won all this stuff. All you have to do is pay these taxes, or there's an IRS fee, or there's a legal fee, or something.
Right.
They're just going to make up something to try to extract your hard-earned dollars out of you, and they want you to, act in the heat of the moment because you're euphoric. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get this, and they'll
I'm already
say they're
making
gonna-
plans.
One of the other things they do, there's a courier fee because of
Oh,
course
yeah.
your BMW, somebody's got to bring the BMW to you,
Yeah.
right? So, it's all made up. It's all an attempt, again, just to try to get some money from you. So if you are told that you've won anything and they make you pay for it, especially we talk gift cards, they're going
Yeah.
to say, hey, send me some gift cards. Or they may say, now they're starting to change off gift cards a little bit, and they may say, hey, I'm going to send you a QR code. And, of course, older, I can barely handle a QR
Yeah,
code.
yeah.
And I'm in my early 50s. People older than me probably aren't going to be able to handle QR codes, and I don't mean to paint everyone the same brush.
No.
The older you get, the less technologically advanced you are. But they may try to get them to go to a crypto ATM and feed money into a crypto ATM into that account with that QR code they
Yeah.
send. So, we just want to kind of sound the alarm a little bit. This is something that we've given a lot of education on over the years because, again, Publishers Clearinghouse has been a favorite of the scammers for a long time. But, again, we're seeing that uptick. So we just want to let people know that Publishers Clearinghouse itself is real. It's very real. But the scammers love to impersonate them, and that's what they're doing right now.
So when you say, you mentioned a few people, locally who have been targeted, were they targeted through snail mail or through email? Do you know?
There was they get mail. They actually got mailers.
Mailers,
They
okay.
got mailers. So be careful. Another kind of twist on this scam is sometimes you win an international lottery. You can they claim that you've won a lottery in Australia or Europe or something like that. And again, all you have to do is pay this fee, and all these riches are going to be yours.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know how you enter an international lottery.
You can't.
Okay,
Yes.
there you go.
Yes,
there you
it's
go.
all-
Red flag.
It's all false.
Okay, red flag.
It's all made up.
Yeah.
But again, they're preying on you, and they think that again they're just trying to throw that line out there and see who's going to bite. So just be aware of that. Again, if you think you have won something, look into it before you act on it. And that's the easiest thing that you can do is kind of step back and assess the situation before you move forward.
Call Don at the Better Business Bureau because he can at least walk you through it or point
Yeah.
you in the right direction,
And
right? Because a lot of these mailers, you don't know. Okay, well, if I call this number, is it going to be the scammer number, or is it, you know what I mean?
More than likely it is
Yeah.
if you call that number that's associated
Sure.
with a text message or whatever you got in the mail. So that's one of the number one questions that I get from folks who call me at my office here in Quincy is, hey, I got this in the mail. Can you tell me whether it's real or not?
Yeah.
So a lot of times they're fake, but there are some times when people do get legitimate mailers, and there's just any number of things they could be. So, I'm happy to help you do that because I have 2 jobs at BBB. I'm a regional director here for Quincy. I go out and I do all these types of things and do this education piece. But I also work as an investigator, and I investigate all kinds of scams throughout Illinois and Missouri and everywhere else. So I deal with this every day. So, yes, my number is 217-209-3972.
Okay, and if people want more information on on this scam or any other one that's targeting locally or just happening, where do they go?
BBB.org is a great place to go. Or give me a call and I can tell you about it. But yeah, we just put out some, our national office in DC just put out some information about this Publishers Clearinghouse scam because, again, we're seeing an uptick on that scam tracker. And that scam tracker is a great tool too. It can be very, very helpful to you.
Yeah, and
that's on our website at BBB.org.
Absolutely. And in a time when everybody can use a little extra money, it seems enticing, but beware. do your due diligence, call Don, get on the scam tracker, and make yourself aware, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. All right, Don O'Brien, always good to see you. Hopefully one of us wins the legitimate Publishers
Right.
Clearinghouse, but we definitely have to enter first, which I have not done yet.
I buy a lottery ticket every now
There
and then.
you go.
And I'll invite you to my party. If I ever win the big lottery,
Yeah.
I'm going to have a big party.
You heard it
Then
here,
you're
folks.
in.
Yeah, you heard it. All right, I got the invite. Cool. Don O'Brien, always good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club Muddy. See you then.